Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of my Let's Play series. As you can see, I've done a bit of work since last episode. I think I dug out 18 chunks yesterday, and my arms are tired. But before we get started on this, I have a couple things I need to do. So, our friend Cash is online right now. You can see her just digging away over there. And I told her I would take down all these uh, gravel walls before she continued on the outside, so I need to get that done. I also need to take down that half of the return station. The other things I need to do is I need to gather some resources. I am severely out of sand because I used most of it on those walls right there. And the other thing I need to do before we get going is I need to repair our picks. So, some of you may think, Sober, that's not a pick. What's going on? So what we have is it's a resource pack. It's called Pink Pick. It's actually a really cool pack. And once a tool gets down below 40 durability, it turns pink, and it's very offensive pink. Like, look at that thing. It's disgusting. You will pretty much never ever lose a pick if you use this resource pack. But enough of that. I am gonna leave these two last picks for Cash, so she can keep on digging away, and I'm gonna head over to our Donut XP farm in the Nether and take care of these. So guys, I have a little bit of a confession here. Come closer. Not that close. It's been about 2 months since my last clip. Let me explain a bit. So I've been playing Techtopia a lot for those of you who are watching that series over there, and I am really enjoying it. I was trying to push out 2 videos a week, and that just occupied all of my free time, so I couldn't really come over here and enjoy the game I love the most, and that's Survival Minecraft. The other thing that happened is I have finally moved. If you were following my Techtopia series, I have been talking about it for a while now, but most of you don't know, I was actually living in the UK for the last few years, and now I have moved back to the United States right in the middle of this virus outbreak. So I'm going to use this horrible event as an opportunity and try to push out more content if I can. I still have to work and everything, but we'll see what happens. But the last few days, me and my friends have been playing on the server a bit more, because most of us are shut in our houses, and we finished the dig. We actually just finished it a couple hours ago, but I've been doing some stuff around the new house and things, so I wanted to take this opportunity to finally record some. So what we have done is we have finished this up completely. We actually ran out of room in our storage for a lot of things, and I've had to transfer things to shulkers. But I've also laid out the essentially the basic design. This is going to be the bottom level of the actual spawning tank right here. So I have to fill this in with some fence gates to stop water from flowing. So I'm going to have to fill this whole thing in with dirt. But then right here is going to be like the outer portion of our tank. So this will be decorative out here with probably glass and things so we can see inside. But let me show you what I'm thinking for this farm. So I did a little not to scale mock-up over here. I was trying to play with some textures and blocks and things, so I wanted to either use prismarine or dark oak, and I wanted to test out a few different glass patterns on this. So ultimately what we think we're going to go with is we're going to use this prismarine block as like the border of the tank itself, and then the blue glass. So ignore everything else. It's going to be this kind of half of this side over here that we're going to be working with. But since I took a little bit of a break from this, some of my resources got stolen by a certain individual. Not naming names. It definitely, possibly, probably was this other guy online. But it's fine. We're a very friendly group of friends, and we are, sharing resources. So I need to gather up a few more things before we actually start tackling this, and I'm going to get started off camera, and I'll come back and I'll show you guys what I have planned for this farm. So we have progress, guys. Lots and lots of progress. I have finished the majority of the tank itself, but we're not quite done with everything inside. I've only done half of the interior. So basically what happens is I placed a bunch of fence gates down of the dark oak variety, and then I was doing that, and then Cash logged in, and I was like, cool, Cash can come over and help. And then about 5 minutes later, DJ logged in, and I was like, awesome, guys, get over here. So they came over, and they helped me out quite a lot. I actually made Cash open all these fence gates, and she hated me for it. But she enjoys helping out a bud. But what I want to do right now, guys, is I've started, myself and DJ have started wiring this thing up. So let me land correctly. The way this is going to work is there's going to be a redstone torch tower here somewhere. So I've simulated it with this lever right now. And then all of these trapdoors right here are going to be filled with water. So there'll be waterlogged trapdoors. And then once you flip this switch, all the water that we're placing in, as DJ's so diligently doing right now, is going to cascade down, and we should get guardian spawns. So we are going to test it right now. We haven't done this yet, so we will see while DJ's doing it. He's over there. It might ruin things. So let's see. So we're going to flip it down, and all the trapdoors are going to open in sequence. It's pretty fun to watch. DJ's probably wondering what the heck's going on right now, Sober. Why is that happening? But it's for a reason. So we can just go down here right now, and there is no collection system, but hopefully we should see some guardians start to spawn up there. And DJ, yeah, DJ's probably preventing our guardians from spawning right now. So I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna yell at him, and then he's gonna move. So I yelled at DJ, he moved, and it instantly started working. And this is a good sign. Now I've only done a quarter of the trapdoors. Now I can proceed to do the entire, well, not the entire, but half the tank, because that's probably where I'm going to end this episode today. Maybe some kind of collection, because right now they're just literally falling to their death, and that's not what we want. So I'll be back in a little bit, guys, once I have a bit more progress and some more stuff to show you. So we have more progress, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed filling this all in with water, and we have slabs at the top, which should help with the rates a bit. And so a quarter of this tank is now done. So let's do a quick little test and see what happens. Ooh, I love that sound of those trapdoors opening. What should happen is it takes a couple seconds for it to kind of prime up. So you'll see a few guardians start spawning in pretty quickly, but then it takes a minute. It takes a minute for these guys to start falling down in kind of bigger numbers. So let's just see. So a quarter of the tank's done right now, and yeah, that's a good sign. That's pretty good right now. So ultimately, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do a water tray underneath here to funnel these guys in to one central location, which is gonna be about there. Actually, it'll be these 4 blocks right here will be the center of this tank. Nice. I'm glad this is happening though, because I'm very low on prismarine and I need a little bit more to finish this tank up. So hopefully I can just let this run for a bit, run around and collect all these beautiful bits, and finish up this tank. I've actually got Cash and DJ scouring the world right now for some dark oak wood and some spruce wood, because we don't have much of it, and I need more of it to finish this farm. But it's going to be great. Once this thing's done, we're going to have another source of XP on the server and a source of some prismarine, which is very nice because I love sea lanterns, and now we can get them in very vast quantities. So I'll be back in a bit once I finish up this other quarter of the farm. I can't do it right now because I don't have the stuff for it. So I'll be back with you guys shortly. I'm going to grab all this stuff, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's at half potential. Okay, folks, we've got some more progress. DJ and Cash have been getting me lots of materials, and I was able to finish off the second quarter, so halfway done with the actual tank and spawning area. So we are going to turn it on right now, and just watch the... Oh, that sound. Just watch the gloriousness. DJ's right down there. He actually just slept for us, so we could start this test. Wow. Okay, cool. Cool. So we can watch this initial test of a half tank compared to the quarter tank. Oh man, this is nice. I like this. Now, this isn't the most efficient farm. I probably could have done a smaller farm on this server because the population is considerably lower than your average survival Minecraft world. But when I say, go big or go home, that's kind of our mantra here with my group of friends. Why build a perimeter if not for just a guardian farm? But we're going to do more things here, and we're going to take advantage of this perimeter. But this is great. This is a very good indication of the things to come when we finish up this this second half. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a lot more glass because I am very, very low on it because a certain somebody who is kind of grayed out up there stole a bit of it. So Cash is actually getting me some more right now, and I'm going to go help her in a minute. I need to build a little collection tray down here so we can funnel all of these guys right into the middle. So we can build a little kill chamber right around there to get some more drops. Because, yeah, this is nice, but it's a little bit annoying having to run around and collect it all. And it'd be really good to get into a sorting system and to use a looting sword on it. So I will be back with you guys in a little bit once I collect all that glass up and place it down. And we'll see how this farm actually functions when it comes to drops. Okay, guys, we got a bit more progress to show off. I have the tank on right now because I wanted to build up a bit of guardians before I started recording. So this is actually the second time I'm testing the farm, kind of at half potential. The first time they were clumping up really badly down where the drop chute is. So I made a slight modification. It was really quick. It only took me a few minutes. But I want to see if it's actually going to work. But we have built ourselves a nice little water tray down here. Let's see all the glorious guardians. Just going right in the middle. So let's see if this is working out. The last time I did it, they were clumping up really badly right there. I changed a few blocks around, and hopefully it's a little bit faster. It really, it's a little bit better. But it's not. It's not what I want it to be. So I have two possible solutions for this now. One of them I can do probably within a few minutes. Hopefully it works, because the other one is gonna require some pretty extensive modifications to this water tray we got going on down here. So let me make the quick switch. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it does, and I'll be back with you shortly. So while I was up there about to make the first change to this tray, I actually had a thought about possibly adding some flowing water up there, and it does seem to have helped quite a bit. There are periods where it just completely shuts off, though, but then you get these nice moments of a massive wave, like kind of like that, except in a couple times a bit better. But what I'm thinking about doing now, what I think is happening is that all the Guardians are just free-flowing around this last layer of this water tray. So I think I'm going to make a much smaller one, probably just an 8x8 area here in the middle, right around these center blocks. And I'm going to continue to let that water flow. This should only take me a few more minutes, and hopefully, just by cramming them all in there, it forces them down into this little 2x2 hole. Hopefully we can get it to work a little bit better, and fingers crossed. Okay, guys, I think we've got it. I think it's good. Much better than it was. It's probably not optimal, but it'll do for now. And ultimately, we're not really planning on using this for an XP farm much. It's just kind of a nice alternative for the other ones we have. And we really just want drops, which is why I've expanded the storage down here a bit, because it was filling up pretty quickly. But what I've done is I've done that 8x8 tray right above us now, and it is helping out quite a bit. It's now a constant trickle of, because trickle's the best word for it. A more constant trickle of Guardians coming down, dying right now in the lava, and giving us their goodies down below. But I think that's it for today, guys. Extending, I'm not going to show you the monotonous task of doing this half again over here, because it's the same thing. And I think, all in all it's going to do is make us reach that mob cap faster, is all. Because right now we got a lot of these dudes in here. But next time what I plan on doing is working on some redstone down underneath here to sort all these items into some water streams, taking them up some bubble vaders, and do a storage room up top. But I hope you guys liked today's episode. I enjoyed recording it. I plan on doing a lot more on this server now that I'm more established in my new home. And I really enjoy playing with my friends again. But until next time, guys, be safe.